Okay, so today we have To Me, You Are a Work of Art from Morrissey for Morrissey Friday. This one was requested, I think, last week, and it just caught me. I don't know. Of course, there's so many different Morrissey tracks requested, and I said, why not come back to, Ringleader of the Tormentors? So today we have this one. I know it wasn't a single or anything, and but yeah, we're going to get into it, see what's going on, and talk about it after, so let's go. And again, To Me, You Are a Work of Art. I want to see what Morrissey has here.
I live the life, I feel the pain, to sing the song, to tell the tale. I wish I'd never even heard the song. I see the world, it makes me puke, but then I look at you and know that somewhere there's a someone who can soothe me. To me you are if I had one.
Of course.
I see the world, it makes me puke, but then I look at you and know that somewhere there's a someone who can soothe me. To me you are a work of art, and I would give you my heart. That's if I had if I had one.
That outro. All right. To Me, You Are a Work of Art from Morrissey. I mean, so what a beautiful song, I gotta say, up the top. And honestly, I had to take a pause there because I was thinking, the beginning of the track, again, it's so small. It's like, the first 3 seconds of the song or something, opening guitar. And what really reminded me, I was thinking, what song am I thinking of? And again, it's a Canadian band, Our Lady Peace. They have a song, Starseed, and how their song, how Starseed starts, reminds me of how this one started. So that's just what came to my head. I was like, why does that sound familiar? I don't know, the guitar chords or something are similar. Anyway, but yeah, I had to say that. Again, I don't know if Our Lady Peace is very well known everywhere except for Canada. But anyway, I had to say that off the top because that's what came to my head. I was just like, Jesus, why? I gotta know. Anyway, like I was saying, a beautiful track. And again, having to say how a track can still be beautiful, even if you have the word puke in the song, I mean, that's saying something. Here, I just love how Morrissey pretty much, paints a picture of everything. I mean, everything kind of sucks outside. I feel pain, I'm hurt, everything, it's just all terrible. But I look at you and my, my soul is soothed. It's just like, Jesus, this could be a wedding song. I mean, my goodness, and again, just they're, showing the absolute love, I guess, the absolute affection, passion that Morrissey feels for this person, whatever. It's just, and again, Morrissey could do this so many times. He can talk about love. He can talk about, of course, unrequited love. He can talk about feeling very, affectionate for somebody and they don't feel the same. But for here, he's just kind of, talking, about, really loving this person. And that's about it. They're not saying that they hate him back or anything. But I do love, of course, the part in there where he talks, where he says, of course, to me, you are a work of art, and I would give you my heart. That's if I had one. Again, they're, kind of self-deprecating humor there, as per usual. And again, you always have to have some kind of, maybe not humorous, but some kind of line that is just completely, Moz. And I mean, there's that one right there. Also, I have to say, talking about how this reminded me of Our Lady Peace, how the song started off, kind of like I even said, I think, a little bit of a rock tune. I know Morrissey, has, his one of his categories of music. I don't know why I'm using my hands so much, is rock. But here, it really did fit for the time here. I know this album came out in 2006, and I don't know, just the guitars here. There was a few guitarists on the track, but it all sounded very for the time. I just really enjoyed how it sounded, very, like I said, it really fit in for 2006. And I was just kind of taken aback at how Morrissey started off the track, the melody he was doing. I was just very, I don't know why I was taken aback, but I was just like, this sounds very, I mean, it was so right for the time. He released this at just the right moment, it seems like. And I was just like, oh, this is different. And of course, like I said, it wasn't a single, but I do see here, I mean, one of the videos for the song has over 1 million views, so obviously people really enjoy this track. And again, it's really just, I mean, relatable. I don't think there's anything I really, that I'm not getting. I mean, it seems like a simplistic kind of way of the, simplistic lyrics, I want to say. Like I said, how he starts off, I live a life, I feel the pain. Again, this is very, Morrissey lyrics. I mean, that's the only best way I could say it. I live the life, I feel the pain, to sing this song, to tell the tale. Again, that's his whole thing. He sings about what he feels. He sings about his life. He sings about the tales of his life, the ups and the downs a lot of the time. But like I've said before, I don't think Morrissey's life, because again, here, I want to say again, I'm all over the place, but I want to say, here, especially on the few tracks I've listened to on this album, he seems like he was happy. I mean, again, and that's one thing that I always have to say too. He doesn't seem like, for as many songs he has of, where it seems like he's kind of down and stuff. I don't think Morrissey is always down. I feel like, he's happy to be alone, and he thrives or whatever. And I don't feel like he's always depressed or something. Because again, sometimes I feel like that I might paint that picture, but I do think that there's times where Morrissey is happy and stuff. And I feel like for this album anyway, he seems like he's got a lot of vigor. That's always one word that comes to mind. He's got a lot of vigor, especially in his more recent stuff, where his voice is still so strong, and he just has that kind of oomph to him, and that's the only way I can say it. But anyway, that was just an aside. But anyway, I don't think Morrissey's always depressed. Anyway, but he tells the tales. I wish I never even heard the song. I see the world, it makes me puke. So again, like I said, everything kind of sucks. But then I look at you and know that there's someone there. My goodness, that's somewhere there's someone who can soothe me. And then, like I said, to me, you are a work of art. And of course, that line that's been, used so many times, you're a work of art to me, just beautiful, telling your wife, your husband, your whatever, your spouse, your partner, saying that you're a work of art to me. It's just like, you might not be to everyone else, but to me, you are. Anyway, and I guess that might not be a nice thing to say sometimes, but I see the world, it makes me puke. again, he comes back to it. I mean, again, it's so simple. The lyrics, kind of a repetition here, but again, I don't know. It doesn't really need to be, a lot doesn't need to be said here for the song. He kind of gets the point across very quickly. And again, for a 4-minute track, again, there's not many lyrics, but they extended this to 4 minutes, and really the music on it was very, just. I don't know, like I said, I just really enjoyed kind of the rockin' tune that was here, and again, it's just kind of a jolly kind of song in a way. Anyway, like I said, I see the world makes me puke, but then I look at you and know that there's someone who would soothe me. You're a work of art, and then to me, you're a work of art, and I would give you my heart. That's if I had one. Again, he's so pretty, he's so nice about the lyrics and stuff, but again, at the end of the day, he doesn't have a heart, he doesn't have one, and at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. Morrissey is still the same old kind of, self-deprecating kind of guy, or the same old kind of, downtrodden kind of guy, whatever, where he's just like, I don't have a heart, really, though. So I just love how he added that in there, I gotta say, for a pretty song. Anyway, I don't know, I feel like I'm all jolly about the song. I don't know, this song kind of just uplifted me for some reason, but I guess that's the point. Like I said, he seemed happy on this album, especially. The mid-2000s, he wasn't too bad in the mid-2000s here, my goodness, from this and You Are the Corey, I mean, my God. Anyway, musicians on this recording, like I said, there was, I think, 3 guitarists on here. Of course, Boz Borer, you gotta have Boz. Alan White, of course, longtime man. Jesse Tobias, and then we have Gary Day on bass. And I forgot, I wanted to say, especially at the end there, but I think it was continuous of the song, but that bass work from Gary Day here was obviously very prominent, especially near the end. And just like I said, the music was so good. And I feel like that's so dull and, freaking dumb to say, but here it really worked. It sounded like a song from the 2000s. It didn't sound like Morrissey was trying to go back to, the 1980s, whatever. And not that he does that a lot. But, here it just sounded, so modern for the time. And the lyrics are beautiful. And it's just such a good, relatable track. And I guess that's why it has, over 1 million views that I see here on YouTube. Anyway, and of course, Matt Chamberlain on drums as well. And Michael Farrell on keyboard. So a few musicians on this one, I gotta say, my goodness. And it all came together beautifully. Like I said, the lyricism was beautiful. Morrissey is so good at, making beautiful music, and he's so good, again, at making, depressing music. Whatever, whatever your flavor is, he can pretty much do it. And, yeah, so anyway, like I said, this kind of uplifted me. I don't know, which is random. It being 5 a.m, maybe I'm just overtired now, but I wanted to get this done, get a Morrissey reaction done for Friday here, recording on now I guess it's Thursday now at 5 a.m. But anyway, very happy to get to this one, and thank you for the request, because I really enjoyed this one. I mean, my goodness gracious, got me going a little bit. But anyway, like Morrissey says, to everyone here, you're a work of art. I mean, my goodness gracious. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. And again, I mentioned in my last video, but I wanted to say again, somebody emailed me, and again, I do get a few emails, from people, and it's always weird to me. It sounds bad to say, but it's always weird to me how people, email or whatever and say, your reactions are good, and they help me or whatever. I love your Morrissey reactions. It's just like, it's just wild to me that people, find solace in my content, whatever, like me or whatever. I don't know, because, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know, it's just weird to me, but I love it. And I'm very appreciative. And, it's just very cool that people watch my content, whatever, and, chill out, whatever, and, vibe. So anyway, that's just an aside, but I really just appreciate, everyone watching. I mean, that's at the end of the day, and subscribing, whatever. So yeah. My goodness, thanks again for everything, and I'll see you guys next time.